to see you all next time. Bye.
Oh, hey, your powers to become itty bitty means I'm finally safe, betcha.
Oh, no, sir.
He sucks.
Yep.
Hey guys, now you can follow me on Facebook. Just go to facebook.com/UltraMaximusReviews. Hello YouTube, Ultra Maximus back with another toy review. Today we're taking a look at another Marvel Legends Build-A-Figure, and it's Giant Man. Now, unfortunately, it's with a very sad heart. I have to say that, and I'm sure everyone in the toy community, Marvel Legends community, knows we've lost a very valued member of our community. Mr. Glenn Webb has unfortunately and suddenly, unexpectedly passed away. And I'm really still in shock about it. You know, I've gone through the entire bath wave here, the rest of the bath wave for this Build-A-Figure. I, of course, am dedicating this Build-A-Figure wave to him in his memory, as, you know, I had so much respect for that guy. Not only as a content maker, but as a person. He was so nice, so energetic. He would interact with any of his fans, and he was taken too soon. I mean, the man was only 40 years old. You know, he's my age, and you know, it makes you think that at any point in time, it could be your time. So you know, there's a reason for everything, I believe, in life, and my prayers go out to his friends and family in this time of sorrow. And you know, as a community, like I've said, the best way that we can honor Glenn is to continue making content, continue watching that content that's out there. He was an inspiration to me, wanting to make my channel better every day, and you know, I'm giving you the big thumbs up, sir. I do appreciate it, and you know, take what he's done, learn from what he's done, and incorporate that into our own content so that he keeps on going. I'm definitely going to do that. So God bless you, sir. Thank you, and rest in peace. And you know, with the sad being over, let's go ahead and take a look at the happy here, and it's the Giant Man Build-A-Figure. And I was really excited to get this guy completed, and I didn't think I was going to get it completed so soon, but my local Kroger had like cases of this wave on sale for $16 for some weird reason, and I was like, okay, so here they are, the Build-A-Figure parts. But before we actually do the Build-A-Figure, let's take a look at the other figures in this wave and in the stylings of Mr. Glenn Webb. Let's rank them from bottom of the heap to top of the heap. So coming in at the bottom of the heap, I'm unfortunately going to have to give it to Nuke. While I do appreciate the action figure, I think it looks really, really cool. It's detailed nicely. I just don't know anything about this character really, and he looks like a crazy G.I. Joe. So, at the bottom of the list he goes. One rung up the ladder crawls Nick Fury, and I'm sure he's furious he's at the bottom of the list, but again, I'm not a Nick Fury fan, really. I like the movie version, the Sam Jackson version, better. While I do appreciate this classic version, the QC issues on this guy are really, really bad. The joints on my figure are super, super loose, and while I love the paint wash and detail on the belts, I just think they need to follow that through with the gloves and the boots. So at the bottom of the list he goes. Taking the middle spot of the wave is going to be Iron Man. Sorry, Tony, but we get so many Iron Man figures, which on one hand I really like because we're getting all the different armors, but on the other hand it feels like I'm buying the same figure over and over and over. Now I do like his repulsor blasters that this one comes with. I just wish that he also came with the open face mask. If I would have gotten that one, maybe I would have liked him a little bit more, maybe not. Taking the bronze medal for this wave is going to be Captain America. And some of you are going like, what? But Ultra, this guy has been repainted at least 3 times before. And yes, he has. And we're getting another repaint with the 3-pack. But I don't have this guy. This is the first time I've actually had this mold. And quite frankly, I like the color pattern on it. It's a nice dark and muted color. He comes with this massively cool shield, and I mean massive, as it is almost too big for this figure. But I really, really do like it. The only thing I wish is that he had an interchangeable head without the helmet on it. I think that would have made this probably my second favorite figure of the entire lot. But as it stands, he's number 3. The silver medal winner is going to go to the Red Guardian. And probably not much of a surprise as I gushed over this figure when I reviewed him. Even though this is a repaint and slight remold of the Wolf Cap figure that we've gotten before, I loves me some Russian Avengers, and I really, really do hope we get the rest of the Winter Guard. I like the paint apps on this guy. I just think he's an all-round great reuse of that Captain America body mold. And that's why he's number 2. And of course, the gold medal winner has got to go to the Black Panther. And I love this figure. I think this is the best figure out of the wave. I'm not the biggest Black Panther fan, but I liked him in the movie. Not super liked him in the movie, but he was definitely very cool. But the action figure really takes it out of the park for me. The silver paint details, the sculpt of the bodysuit just looks super wicked cool. He does come with an interchangeable head, and it's a pretty good likeness for the actor. I just wish he would have come with maybe 1 or 2 other accessories. What those accessories would be, I'm not quite sure, but definitely love the look of this figure and think he was absolutely top of the heap, and that's why he's number 1. Alright, now we got that mess out of the way, let's focus on this mess and build us some Giant Man. So here we have Giant Man complete, and man, there's things I like about it and things I don't. I like the figure for the most part. I love the detail on this guy. I like the texture. I like the paint apps. I think it looks really, really cool. Looks better than the Ant-Man that we'd gotten from the movie because the face mask is accurate. So I'm very, very happy they fixed that. But as far as being giant, I don't know if he's giant so much as large. When I think of giant, I'm thinking at least 12 inches tall, and this guy is probably more around 10 inches. I mean, granted, he is bigger than the other Marvel Legends figures, but I think he should be at least twice as tall, like as big as the Sentinels that we'd used to gotten back in the day in the old Giant Man figure. But modern days, figures are a-shrinking. Now, as far as articulation goes on this figure, he's just a really large Legends guy. His head goes down not very far. It does go up pretty far, which is weird because you'd think he'd have to look down a little bit more. It does rotate on the ball joint, which is cool. He's got a diaphragm joint that goes that far forward and that far back. His arms come out that far. They twist at the shoulder. They do have a twist at the bicep. He's got a double jointed elbow, no twist at the upper arm, or calf here, calf. The forearm, he does have a twist at the wrist. There is a wrist hinge, which is very cool. He's got a twist at the waist, which is nice. His legs go out really, really far. They go that far forward, that far back. There is a twist at the upper thigh. He does have a double jointed knee. There is no twist at the boot. He's got a hinge at the ankle itself, and he's got, they're very stiff, but he does have that crazy ankle rocker pivot that Glenn loved, with this being his widest possible stance, with both feet still flat on the floor. Now, even though his legs can go out farther, I think due to his height, this is the lowest you can get him to keep him stable, which is, you know, it is what it is, I guess. But You know, going forward with my Marvel Legends figures, I'm definitely going to keep on doing this because, Glenn, buddy, I loved it when you did this in your videos. I always thought that was really funny, and, you know, as a tribute to you, sir, I'm going to continue to do this. So, once again, giving you that big thumbs up, buddy. Thank you for the memories. Thank you for the entertainment. So taking a closer look at the figure itself, I love the black wash on the silver paint. I think that looks really nice. Love how his helmet looks accurate to the movie. And I love those goggles, the translucent red with the eyes set behind it. It just looks super wicked to me. I like the neck and the silver and black paint apps on it. Definitely pretty cool. And then we get the little metallic piece on the back of his suit there. Again, well sculpted, well painted, all the little details. Definitely very nice. All the sculpting details on the head and the antenna. I mean, overall, the figure looks really, really cool. I wish we had a regular scale version of this guy for Ant-Man. Maybe we will in the future. Taking a look at the midsection of the figure, again, the detail of the suit looks nice. The paint wash on it's really cool. I like the silver paint apps, the kind of charcoal gray-black color going on. All the paint apps on his arms, really well done. The texture on his chest and abdomen area, very, very cool. I mean, they just did a really good job as far as detail and paint application goes on this guy. Very well done. So looking at the waist section of the area, again, I like the gauntlets. The silver paint looks good. He's got his closed fist there. The hip area looks nice. I like the blue paint picks on the side pouches there on the waist. That looks cool. Looks like he could store some things in there maybe. Very nice. The detail on his pants and everything. And of course, we've got his giant booty. And of course, taking a look at the lower part of the figure, the legs are really well done. This sculpting with the silver lines going down. I like the knee pads. The side of the legs, it's nice. It's got that black with the red that breaks it up on the back there, and the black lines going down the back of his calves. Very cool. Nice little subtle details, but not over the top, which I definitely dig. The boots are a little weird with the tongue flap hanging out there. I don't really remember that. Might have to go back and watch the movie, but it works for me, I guess. For comparison, here we have Giant Man next to the movie Ant-Man Marvel Legend figure and my favorite figure from this wave, the Black Panther. And I like the way he looks in comparison to the movie Ant-Man version. The suit is different because it's a different movie. They did upgrade it a bit. It looks better, I think, and I really like the head sculpt on the Giant Man figure versus the Ant-Man figure. Ant-Man looks like Zodiac from He-Man and the Masters of the Universe to me. And I don't know if that this head sculpt came from some pre-artwork that was given to Marvel Legends prior to the movie coming out, but it is in no way accurate to what we got in the final film, which is unfortunate, but very cool to see them get that corrected with the Giant Man figure. Of course, the Giant Man figure was a huge spoiler for the movie Civil War, as they had not mentioned him at all in the upcoming media material, and the first confirmation that we got he turned into Giant Man, of course, was the figure line. Oops. But, I mean, that's kind of a thing that almost all big blockbuster summer movies have. The toys get released way before the actual film and can give away little spoilers. Well, not so much a little spoiler, but a giant spoiler. But as you can see, like I said, he's more large than giant to me. I wish he was about 2 inches taller. That would have probably put him exactly at twice the height of these figures, but, you know, having said that, you know, I wish he was a little bit bigger of a figure. He doesn't look bad at all, and I'm definitely digging him. And finally, here we have Giant Man with a couple other Build-A-Figures. We have the Rhino and King Thor, and he's still the taller of the bunch. Not so much from the Rhino figure, per se. But he's definitely not as well scaled as he is with the other smaller Legends figures. I mean, this is where it comes into he's large man, not giant man. I think the additional height would have better suited him for the scale with these other Build-A-Figures, but I guess that's just me being picky. So is the Giant Man Build-A-Figure from Captain America Civil War a figure that you want in your Marvel collection? Absolutely yes. Especially if you are a Marvel Cinematic Universe fan. This is very cool. Civil War has to be one of the better of the Marvel movies, I think, that have come out. I really like the Ant-Man character in the films. I think he's very funny, very cool. He fits in well, and to finally get to see him turn into Giant Man. I mean, that was a great scene at the end of that movie, and very, very cool that we get a Build-A-Figure of him. I wish he was a little bit taller. I wish he was a baller. No. About 2 inches taller. That's really all I'd really like him to be. But when I actually get him side by side with some of the other figures, really not that sad. Although I still think he's more large than Giant. Love the design. Love the paint apps. It feels nice and solid in your hand. It poses well. It just all around looks super, super cool. And for the most part, we got a really good wave of figures to build him. So very, very happy. Mr. Glenn Webb, again, I can't say it enough. Thank you for the memory, sir. Thank you for the entertainment. Thank you for inspiring me and my channel and wanting to make my channel better. You know, we've lost a good man far, far too soon, but you know, myself and all the other creators of content here on YouTube will continue on with a little part of you in us. So thank you, sir. And of course, there he is, Giant Man from Captain America Civil War.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, thumbs it up. If you hate this video, thumbs it down. To watch more Ultra Maximus, click on the links to the right. Don't forget to subscribe and share, like us on Facebook, and look for more videos in the future.